What does it actually feel like to go through trauma or to have PTSD or anxiety? Coming from somebody who's gone through all the above. This is just my experience. Everybody's experience is completely different. I've gone through multiple different types of trauma, and I've been diagnosed with PTSD, anxiety, depression, and at some point I was also diagnosed with CPTSD. I think a lot of us have gone through trauma and hard things, but for those people who have never gone through trauma or have had any type of mental health problems, this is what it feels like to me. It's great, some days you feel like getting out of bed and getting yourself food and water is the most difficult thing that there is to do. Like, it's the most difficult challenge on the face of the planet. And some days you wake up and you feel really, really good and you're just doing everything. You wake up, you shower, you go to work, and you do everything that you're supposed to do. But those days are kind of far and few in between. For me, when I first remembered some of my trauma, it was always on my mind. As soon as I woke up, it was the first thing on my mind. During the day, always on my mind. I would see people who looked similar to the person I have trauma with, and at night before bed, it was the last thought I had on my mind. And during my sleep, I had dreams about it. It was nothing short of all-consuming. I definitely had a lot of bad days where I completely couldn't stand myself. I hated myself because of what I had went through. It definitely had a huge negative impact on my self-worth and my self-identity. And because of this, I pushed away people who were really good for me. For example, when I first met my now husband, when we first started dating, I literally did everything I could to try to push him away because I felt so super undeserving of his love. And he was there for me consistently. Even when I was extremely crazy towards him, he was still there for me. And I was like, this is dangerous, because what if he leaves? 6 years later, he's still here, so I don't think he's gonna be leaving. And we're married, so it feels different for everybody. But the main thing I can say for me is it felt all consuming. But now I'm doing a lot better.